Whoa, this is so cool. I just wanted to know, like, how does, like, functioning as an independent artist work? You know, I'm thinking about it, and I just wanted your advice. So, I love your style. See ya.
Hey, thank you for your question. I just spent like 5 minutes rambling with the time-lapse mode set on my phone, so that video has gone to the abyss. Anyway, here's take 2. I guess fundamentally for us, it's about enjoying what we do and making it sustainable. We're always striving to do things in a way that feels good to all of us, and thanks Pud Pud. And not because we have to or because of any expectations. We like to say we're zero expectations band. It's nice to just get excited about things, not get too bogged down in the industry, blah, blah, blah. We're dreamers and schemers. We like to do things our own way, you know, play shows. We just love playing. It's a little bit tricky in Australia. There's sort of less and less opportunities to play. It's a very big country, a very small population. The cities are very far away, but if it means that we play at some rogue front bar gigs at a pub that's haunted, then we'll probably do it. As for overseas, well, that's really tricky and expensive, and there's a lot of risk associated. So if you ever see any, you know, Australian bands overseas, go see them, because they're very far away from everything. We're lucky that we do have some funding from the government that, you know, is sometimes available, and you have to apply for it and spend many hours trying to make yourself sound good in the eyes of the government. And, you know, we've been fortunate to kind of get a little bit here and there. It makes it actually possible. Otherwise, gosh, it's, yeah, I don't even know. But we try to do things mostly ourselves, you know, managing ourselves. Sam does a lot of emails, and you know, I do a fair bunch myself as well. Lots of dreaming and scheming in that as well, which is kind of fun. But yeah, you can get a bit bogged down in the emails. And you know, I do the posters usually, and have designed a bunch of the merch. You know, we've been trying to record ourselves even on the Tascam, and I've mixed a track. So maybe you'll hear that one day, I don't know. We all have sort of different skills in the group and try to, like, you know, distribute the jobs, and you know, that helps us to be able to do all the things. So yeah, we're kind of like lucky we can do that. I'd say definitely don't do this for the money. We're still trying to make it financially viable after a number of years, and the goalposts keep shifting, so maybe one day it'll all be worth it. But I don't know if you could ever pay us enough for the hours, or any artists for the hours that go into being DIY on this level. So yeah, probably don't do it for the money. So yeah, I guess, like, from my own personal point of view, I feel kind of compelled to play music and create music. It's sort of, I feel like I need to exist in the world. I don't really know what else I could do or whatnot. It just feels like I have to. It's sort of my peace and my rebellion and my catharsis, and the way I connect to community as well. I will note that it's extremely privileged to play music and to create music, and I'm very grateful that I get to do it, and I'm sure I can speak on behalf of my bandmates too there. It's nice to do it in a way that aligns with our values, and working with a label like Merge, it also feels like our hearts are very much in the same place, which is awesome. So I think advice-wise, just do things that speak to you in a way that is sustainable, and be guided by what feels good and in line with your values. Have fun and don't take it too seriously. Awesome.
Yeah, hey Quivers, just want to say I love all the experimentation and weird sounds on the new record. Some really cool kind of headphone stuff going on in the background. And I was wondering, on one of the tracks towards the end, it sounds like there's like a shortwave radio or something like that. Is that those like tape loops? Like what's going on there? How you guys doing all that? Anyway, love the new record, and yeah, look forward to seeing y'all live sometime. All right, bye.
Hey, well, thanks for a really good question, and yeah, great ears. Those are some cassette tape loops. They really started out life as something from another little project I was working on, and we sort of ended up just recycling some sounds from that and bringing them into the studio. And so really got to shout out our producer, Matt Redlich, because he is just up for experimenting and trying weird things. And basically we had a couple of cassette loops that I'd made. And so once I'd sort of made the loops and they were sort of whatever length they were, I'd sort of recorded some different sounds on there from different sources. That particular one I think that you're referring to had some like sound effects from an old family video of mine, along with some other synthesizers that had just kind of been driven really hard into the tape. And we just kind of followed our noses and went with what sounded cool. And Matt, as he would say, you know, whatever sounded randy. And that's what we ended up with. Basically, it ended up kind of being a little bed layer for that track, Reckless. Which was heaps of fun to put together. Cool. Well, hopefully catch you out there somewhere on the road. Cheers.
I hope we never get lost in the pink smoke. I hope we never get lost in the pink smoke. I hope we never get lost in the pink smoke.
Hey there, I really loved the R.E.M. tribute album. You guys did an incredible cover of Near Wild Heaven. I wondered if you could tell me a little bit about what you love most about R.E.M. and what it's felt like to have them shout Quivers out. Thanks for doing Hotline. Love the record and appreciate it. Bye.
Hi, thank you for your question. I'm really glad you liked the album. So with R.E.M., when we recorded that for Turntable Kitchen, I guess it was Sam's idea. He pitched our time to us, and I guess it was kind of my first in-depth interaction with R.E.M., to be honest, because apart from, Losing My Religion and Near Wild Heaven, I hadn't really sat down and properly kind of listened to R.E.M. It was quite interesting to learn to appreciate a band in that way through the process of recording. I guess like the structure and lyrically, R.E.M. songs kind of, they have similarities to Quivers, and so I feel like it was a well-matched album for us to cover. They have similarities in it. I guess like tonal similarities, and when R.E.M. shouted us out, it was amazing. It was I think it was maybe just after Melbourne's really long lockdowns. So you can only imagine like how much of a serotonin boost that was for us. And it got us really excited and looking forward to being able to get out there and play music again. I guess to be recognised by those you're honouring is always great. Thanks so much for the question. Bye.
I don't mean to ask the stereotypical questions that Americans might have for a group of Australians, but I do have two for you. The first of which is as follows. What is your favorite Jimmy Barnes cultural moment? And then also, if you were stuck in a Mad Maxian wasteland, just a total desert void, and you had a bunch of spare parts laying around, what would your cool post-apocalyptic war machine be made up out of? Thanks, y'all. Oyster Cuts rules.
Thank you for the great two-parter question. Jimmy Barnes, it is so good to know that you know about Jimmy. And I think probably, I don't know about most iconic moments, but the most iconic song that we all love, and I think is just one of the best songs to come out of this southern hemisphere, is called Chisel's Flame Trees, which is about, I guess, an iconic tree, the flame tree, and it has some of the best lyrics in a song. You know, small town, love, it has jukeboxes, and it has one or two hotels. It has just amazing lyrics. The chorus, flame trees will blind the weary drivers, and there's nothing else can set fire to this town. It's just such an iconic lyric in such a song, and I think hopefully, yeah, more and more people need to hear this song. So that is just, I don't know about iconic moments, but that is just an iconic moment within a song. That song is a whole world. It is incredible. Flame Trees by Cold Chisel. And I think that song is like maybe the closest of that time in Australian music that gets to like maybe what our kind of Springsteen kind of songwriting. That, like, it's just that's the song that you'd have to submit as an all-timer. Flame Trees, Cold Chisel, Jimmy Barnes. What a voice. What lyrics. The best. And yeah, then for part two of the question, Mad Max Apocalyptic Wasteland. What to do with all that scrap metal? I don't know. I think really I wouldn't do anything practical. I'd just get all the metal together and make the biggest stereo possible, and then just put that on the back of a truck and just blast Flame Trees on a loop until the end of time. That's what I'd do with all that metal. Yeah. Thank you so much for the questions.